Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Douglas Forrester's view of Hope Logan could change once he finds out she's been colluding with Carter Walton on a Forrester achievement. Of course, Carter assured Hope that if they moved forward with their LLC plot, he'd be the one in charge. Although Carter wants to reinstate Hope at the company, he's hoping to cover her from the counter-reaction. Still, Brooke Logan eavesdropped Hope's involvement and dished her son's part in all this to Ridge Forrester. Now Ridge knows that both Carter and Hope are shamefaced of being in cahoots. Ridge and Steffi Forrester have formerly been talking about the difference they've seen in Carter recently. Steffi has constantly claimed that Hope has gotten inside Carter's head and manipulated him. Whether Carter's Forrester preemption kissers out or not, you can go. Steffi's going to put Hope on full blast and argue that SHE must be responsible. Carter first suggested the LLC deception, but Hope really has prodded him on along the way. Hope's opinion matters to Carter, so he wouldn't have done all this if she'd said it wasn't a good idea. Instead, Hope has been acting like they've no choice but to shake up the status quo and tear down the high and potent Forresters. It's eventually Carter's decision, but there's no denying that Hope has been obliging him to take charge. What happens once this mess completely jewels the Forrester clan and the news peregrination to Douglas in Paris? Douglas could fluently condemn Hope for trying to help Carter steal the throne down from Aunt Steffi and Grandpa Ridge. Since Hope played a part in hurting the Forresters, Douglas might turn against her for targeting his family. Douglas may refuse to visit Hope once he gets updates on what she's been over to. Thomas Forrester has a history of steering Douglas toward his way of thinking, so he may fuel Douglas' resentment and leave him feeling betrayed. It's possible Douglas could go as far as rejecting Hope as his mama. Hope espoused Douglas and has been a mama to him for most of his life, but he may push her down after all this goes down. That's especially true since Douglas has latched onto Paris Buckingham as a new mama figure and indeed calls her mama. Prognostications allude that Hope and Douglas' relationship could take yet another mega-hit, so stay tuned. Hope could face further consequences than she bargained for in the coming occurrences. Remy Price will continue to play innocent as he reconnects with Electra Forrester at Il Giardino. Electra was thrilled to see Remy, who said he was in Los Angeles for a fresh launch, and to see her. Of course, Remy will presumably spin this just right and avoid raising any red flags as he updates Electra on his plans. Although Remy is surely Electra's snooper, she supposedly doesn't realize it and will suppose it'll be nice to have a familiar face in LA. Electra will contend they'll have to hang out eventually, so Remy will reply that she can count on it. At the cabin, Carter Walton will assure Hope Logan that there's nothing he wouldn't do for her. Hope will get swept up in a sizzling moment with Carter as they make love on the bottom in front of the fireplace. Unfortunately, Carter and Hope wouldn't realize Brooke Logan overhear on their discussion before running straight to Ridge Forrester. Brooke told Ridge each about the preemption plot and how those LLC papers are being used against him. As a result, Ridge will cloud as he processes the news of this treason and what it could mean for Forrester Creations if the paperwork gets filed. After Ridge harangues about Hope and Carter deciding to take over the company, Brooke may try to play down Hope's benefactions. Although Brooke admitted Hope was involved, she may remind Ridge of how hurt Hope was when Steffi Forrester gave her the charge. Still, Ridge may argue that Hope easily merited it if she was willing to be in cahoots with Carter and sink this low. Indeed, if Brooke reminds Ridge that Carter's the bone who duped him with the LLC papers, he's not going to give Hope a pass. That said, Ridge will feel most betrayed by Carter since he trusts him and considers him like a family. Ridge glaring at Carter in the CEO office, where he says he knows what Carter's doing and what he's up to. Ridge and Carter will have a showdown over the preemption scheme, so we'll bring you more prognostications on the fallout now that Brooke's launched a blow-up. Romy Park lately participated some behind-the-scenes content following a cast print day on set. On Instagram, Park made a post pressing one picture and fellow pantomime in particular since she wanted to sing his praises. Of course, we're talking about John McCook, who's clearly a cherished cast member at B&B. Enough important, everyone who joins the show tends to give a glowing review of McCook and the warm hello he always offers. McCook has come a good friend of Park's during her time on The Bold and the Beautiful, so she participated a cute snap, complete with a Don Diamant sighting in the background. Then's what Park had to say about McCook as well as Diamant's photobomb. A John McCook no way fails to bring a smile to my face and is pure sun. He lights up every room he's in. I'm so infinitely blessed for his fellowship. P.S. At Don Diamant, why no, you do ain't have to be in every print, Park said before adding a crying with horse laugh emoji. We should point out that behind the scenes print doesn't inescapably mean anything about where Poppy's plot is headed. It's entirely possible that Park authentically just wanted to give McCook a shout out for being a real-life confidant. Still, we can't help but notice that McCook and Park look good together. Seeing this snap surely makes us wonder if Eric and Poppy might work as a new B&B pairing. After all, Eric has been known to cheat, so there's no guarantee he'll stay pious to Donna Logan. Maybe Donna could have some competition brewing down the road. As for Poppy, we can't forget all those times Lee Finnegan blustered about her family going after rich, aged men. Eric obviously qualifies as a rich, aged man, so he's Poppy's type and could end up on her radar as a romantic option ultimately. How would you feel about Eric cheating on Donna with Poppy? Do you suppose Poppy and Eric could work as a couple or at least as libelous affair mates? The show could shake effects up with some fresh loves in the coming months, so we'll bring you sizzling story prognostications and updates on any major love interest news. Luna Nozawa, Murder Lemon, everyone was rattled for egregious reasons. But, no bone was more shocked by Luna's payoff spree than her oblivious swain R.J. Forrester after the original reveal. The Pens no way addressed the confusion and heartache the youthful man must have felt, or how he fared with it. Is it because he didn't manage with it and is still in contact with Luna Nozawa? Then's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers ahead. The Forrester family and Brooke Logan have a lot going on with Hope Logan and Steffi Forrester's shenanigans. Once Steffi was returned home safely from her hijacking fire with Luna, the incident was brushed under the hairpiece and not a content of discussion on screen. Is anyone going to check on R.J. Forrester and see how he's really doing? Steffi Forrester was always R.J.'s confidant in the love department and someone he went to for advice. He can't talk to his family about the girl who tried to kill her and anticipate an unprejudiced opinion. In fact, Steffi would presumably cut all ties to her little family if she set up out that he was writing letters to Luna Nozawa or visiting her in jail. Lately, Luna Nozawa resurfaced on The Bold and the Beautiful. We know that she has figured out how to use the captivity correspondence system, and has been reaching out to Bill Spencer via crawler correspondence. Luna has nothing but time on her hands, and Poppy Nozawa seems to be the only one who's indeed visiting her worried son behind bars. There's a good chance that Bill isn't the only person that Luna reached out to and wrote letters to. Has R.J. Forrester been in secret contact with his killer ex-girlfriend this whole time?